Hello, this is Naman from the Gyan Server team. Chapter 1, Shlokas 16 through 18. Chapter 1, Shlok 16. Ananta Vijayam Raja Kunti Putro Yudhishthira Nakula Sahadevasya Sughoshamani Pushpako. Transliteration. King Drupad, the sons of Draupadi and Abhimanyu, the mighty armed son of Subhadra, Abhimanyu, all blew their respective conches. O King. Chapter 1, Shlok 17. Kashyasya Parameshvasa Shikhandi cha Maharatha Drishtadyumno Viratasya Satyakishya Parajita. Transliteration. There is King of Kashi, a supreme archer, the mighty warriors, Shikhandi, Drishtadyumna, King Virat, and Satyaki. Chapter 1, Shlok 18. Drupado Draupadeyasya Sarvasya Prithivipate Sobhadrasya Mahabahu Shankha Dadmo Pritak Pritak. Transliteration. King Yudhishthir, the son of Kunti, blew his conch. Ananta Vijayam, Nakul and Sahadev blew their conches, Sughosha and Mani Pushpaka. Just to review, Ananta Vijaya was Yudhishthir's conch, which means unending victory. Sughosha was Nakul's conch, which means making a pleasant sound. Mani Pushpaka was Sahadev's conch, which means jewel bracelet. Here's a refresher of the past characters. Drupad. Drupad is also named Yagaseni. He was the son of King Prithshata. He was also the king of southern Panchal. His capital was Kampalya. His mother was named Vishakha. In the Mahabharata war, he killed Shakuni and his relatives, Ketur Raja, and Ketusena on the 11th day of the big war. He was also named Mahavir by Bhishma. He was killed on the 15th day of the war by Dronacharya. Shikhandi. Shikhandi transformed into many people. He was Amba in his previous life form, and Shikhandi, before he died, did ultimate penance to become a man. His life goal was to kill Bhishma. He was part of the reason for Bhishma's death and fought courageously in the war. Shikhandi was finally killed on the last day of the Mahabharata by the Maharathi Ashwadhama. He had one son while he was a girl, and her name was Nakshatra Deva. King of Kashi. King Brithadratha was the king of Kashi during the Mahabharata. He was known as Maharatha, master. He was also the eldest among the 5 sons of Vasu. He was later killed by his own general Shunga. Application of the Bhagavad Gita. In the past videos, we have discussed how the Bhagavad Gita is applicable to our everyday lives. As we are not like the brave warriors fighting the war of truth, the war of righteousness versus unrighteousness on the battlefield of the Kurukshetra. The Gita is our ultimate guide, a GPS if you will. The divine structure is what we could strive to use and apply in our lives. The Gita mentions many great points, such as complete detachment from all materialistic objects. This is something that can be applied throughout every stage of our lives, whether it's our childhood, adult years, or our elder years. This is one of the many aspects of the Gita that everyone should learn. Remember, the Gita is not the book of Hinduism. It is the book of humanity. Just as another refresher, here are some of the examples that we made for you in the past videos. Chaitanya. Chaitanya was the king of Suryavanshi, the solar dynasty. He was the son of Drishtaketu and the grandson of Shishupal, whom Sri Krishna had killed with his Sudarshan Chakra after doing 100 bad deeds against him. Chaitanya was also the Raja, king of the Kekakyas. He was an ally of the Pandavas and was one of the heroes of the Pandav army right from the first day of the Mahabharata. Chaitanya was killed by Duryodhan on the 18th day, the final day of the war. Review. God is our goal. People who we are the servants of God. There are two kinds of people, Brahmins and warriors. Mommy, he knocked over my ice cream. This is another review example. We all love ice cream. Now imagine that you are holding your most favorite flavor of ice cream in your hand. You have all your favorite toppings and you cannot wait to take a lick of the frosty goodness. Yum! So good. Suppose your friend comes by and accidentally knocks over your precious ice cream cone. We might feel angry at our friend and sad that we have lost something so special to us. Even though you love your friend, you may choose to yell or scream at him to express your frustration. However, by taking your anger out on your friend, you show that you value the ice cream, materialistic object more than your friendship. To choose to forgive your friend would require you to remove your materialistic attachment towards ice cream and accept a love-based relationship with your friend instead. Putting our attachment aside allows us to forgive and accept the circumstances that we have been given. Ultimately, this shows that I value the materialistic connection more than the connection of love. I have become egoistic with my ice cream, and ego is never right. We should never be egoistic, as it leads to our destruction, as well as the destruction of others around us. When we are clinging to something materialistic, we are likely to give up anything for it, which blurs our vision of the reality, meaning that we are attached to it as a point. Finally, our life's goal is never to be attached to any object or person, but to stand stable in these phases of life no matter the place or situation at any time. This is another example for review. I don't like you anymore. Aversion is something that originates from attachment, but it is unique in its own way. When someone has a strong sense of disliking or hatred towards another, it is known as aversion. To describe the emotions, including aversion, that Duryodhan felt towards the Pandavas, we will use a small example of a Lego building block accident. Let's say that your favorite uncle or any relative or friend bought you this great big Lego that you are so excited to build. After spending so many difficult hours of building piece by piece, you finally complete the Lego your relative or friend gave you, and it looks magnificent. Then your other friend, comes over to play, and when you are running around to play tag, your friend accidentally knocks over your beautiful Lego. The Lego that you have spent so many hard-working hours on is now in pieces. At this point, your attachment towards the Lego may be causing a sense of aversion toward your friend, and you may be furious at him. You'll lose control over your mind and emotions. This anger and hatred that you are feeling right now is not only your attachment towards the actual Lego, but also the attachment you feel towards the effort you put into it. All those hard hours spent on the Lego have also all gone into vain. The aversion that you are feeling right now needs to be controlled by controlling the root of the aversion, partially being attachment. This aversion can also lead us to make instant decisions that we don't even mean to make. Controlling the lust, strong desire, or craving that we feel towards materialistic objects will help us prevent or control our feeling aversion for another person or being. Mini quiz time. This is a new addition that will be in all our videos. This week's question is, Lord Krishna's conch was named. The number 1, Sughosa. Number 2, Panchajanya. Number 3, Rishikesh. Number 4, Manipushpaka. Number 5, Govind. For the answer to this question, check out our last video for the answer and comment your answer in the comment section below. The correct answer will also be stated in the description down below in the video. Next, Chapter 1, Shlok 19, Explanation, coming on June 23rd, 2021. Please ask any questions you may have about this content. We encourage everybody to ask at least one question so that we can all discuss from the questions and ultimately learn from them. Please check the description below for the link to the Google form to ask any questions. Our website is also here. Check the description below the video for the link, which is gyanserver.life. GYAANSAROVAR.life. And also, please make sure to sign up for the mailing list to get any important updates or information regarding this. Please make sure to subscribe to this channel and make sure to like this video.